If your life was a movie and the audience were watching up to this point, what would they be screaming at the screen telling you to do? It's usually a very reliable indicator of where you should be putting your attention.
So as we think about next year, the things one should aim at, what I've heard you, I think you said it on the High Performance podcast, you said you're really obsessed with understanding what success actually is. So I also, just before we go into the more practical things, if someone sat at home, and I know people come up to you on your tours and ask you questions like this a lot, if they're sat at home trying to figure out what success actually is for them, is there a framework or a principle or a method to figure out what it might mean for them? I've heard you talk about two ideas, which I love, which is the region beta paradox, but also the parable of the Mexican fisherman, which I think both stayed with me in a profound way.
Yeah, so 3 things: success, region beta, Mexican fisherman. What success looks like for any individual person is going to be different. For you, knowing that you really want a family, there's people out there that are like, I'm not that fussed. I don't think that that's on the cards for me, and that's fine. Other people might really, really want to put the workload down and step off and go and do the dad or the mum thing. Unfortunately, you can't take somebody else's purpose or success. Like that's you can't wear it as a suit. It's a bad idea, right? Because it's going to not fit. And wonderful line, let go or be dragged. If something doesn't fit, eventually it's going to hurt wearing it. And that means if you're not careful with how you design what it is that you chase after, you can spend your entire life realizing that you climbed a huge fucking ladder, a very, very long ladder that was leaning up against the wrong wall. And you need to ensure that you don't do that. And this is why we need to just sit with ourselves, sit with a little bit of reflection. And that's why this time in between Christmas and New Year, I think, is a really wonderful time to do this. It's like a problem with permanently being busy stops you from being able to listen to fleeting thoughts that are in the back of your mind. And that quiet voice is usually the really powerful one. But there's a wonderful line, the answers you seek are in the silence you're avoiding. The answers that you seek are in the silence you're avoiding.